A more firm message to the Chinese parents that in American universities welcome those Chinese students as well as American government. Actually, from last year, the Education USA, a division of U.S. State Department, already actively speak in various conferences and venues to express a message that the Chinese students are welcomed. The number of student visas were actually increased in the first 6 months in Beijing Embassy compared to the same period of last year. So this is improving. So just a very firm message to the Chinese parents.
Well, I know that visas have been an issue. I've personally seen some advertisements from the State Department trying to encourage Chinese students to come back to the United States. American universities have also voiced concern about that visa issue. Are Chinese students waiting it out, or are they simply moving on to another plan if it's getting more difficult?
Yes, it's even though the visa number is not decreasing, but there's more verification both at the visa time and the border, and because of the news and the mixed message, so it is a concern. And currently in China, the students can go to other countries like UK, Australia, Canada, even Netherlands. Say since UK improved their international student policy in October, many of the UK schools already filled in all their seats by the end of November last year. So there are very tough competition in the field of international education. But the Chinese students, among the Chinese students, over 92% are still family funded compared to the average number of 53% in the U.S. So the Chinese mom are paying for their kids' education, and now the U.S. is still their #1 destination. They still think the U.S. has a much better education system for their kids. So they are still willing to send the student to the U.S. So at this time, the first phase of trade war is at a pause. It's actually a good time to deliver a message for the Chinese parents and Chinese students. To put into the perspective, the Chinese students contribute about $2 billion per year to the U.S. economy. That is very significant.
And Andrew, you came to the United States as a student from China. How has that experience changed from the time that you first came here to what students are seeing now?
Oh, a lot have been changed. I came to the U.S. as an international student in '95 as an engineer student. At that time, only the very top Chinese student can come here because typical Chinese family cannot afford the U.S. tuition, so we were on full scholarship. But now there are over 300,000 Chinese students in the U.S., and most of them are self-funded. 92% of them are self-funded. So that gives the Chinese student and parents the choice of education at this time. So they are looking for good education, good school, and also a safe environment. And most importantly, a welcome environment to the Chinese